Good morning and welcome back to Keto Living with Dale and Judith. It's Friday morning and I want to do 3 things. First, I want to bag up the keto whipped cream that we made together on Thursday. It's now nice and frozen. I want to show you how I prepare Saturday and Sunday's meal boxes from the freezer. Then we're going to cook breakfast. Remember yesterday when I took out the Friday box from the freezer and divided it into lunch, breakfast, and dinner? So we're going to cook that breakfast this morning and transfer the lunch items into Dale's lunchbox. Let's start bagging up the keto whipped cream before it melts. 0.9 grams of net carbs, and it makes 32 servings. We used 2 yesterday for Thanksgiving. We stored in the freezer, thaw it before serving, and if you want to know how to make it, I'll put the recipe video link down in the description. I need 1 for Dale's lunch today. He has one every day on top of his high-protein gelatin. It's sugar-free. There's 0.4 grams of net carbs in it, and I learned about it from the hospital nutritionist. He eats it because it's good for him to continue healing and rebuild his muscles. And that will thaw before lunch. Now let's organize Sunday and Saturday's breakfast, lunch, and dinner ingredients. We're going to start with Sunday because that will go in the back of the fridge, and then Saturday will go in front of that. I still need to add fresh carrots for Sunday and Saturday. Sunday's dinner, Saturday's dinner, but I'll do that later. I have some carrots in the fridge. Now let's start the bacon because I'm running out of time. Yay, I'm ready for Christmas breakfast, the beginning of the Christmas season. Bacon, avocado, ooh, good for my potassium, eggs, and toast. Love you. Breakfast was 6.3 grams of net carbs. Toast, 4 grams of net carbs from Base Culture Original Keto bread. Butter and bacon don't have any carbs. 1 ounce of Monterey Jack cheese, 0.2 grams of net carbs. Half of an avocado, 1 grams of net carbs. And nothing in the tea. Let's see. The Diet Coke he had before breakfast. You saw that in yesterday's video. And I think that's all right. Okay. Now I need to clean up. Dale just got back from blood work, and now we're going to decorate for Christmas. We've been doing it a little bit of the time. I go down to the basement, collect the things, bring them up, and Dale, he's done a lot of the decorating for me. Let's see what he's up to. That candle is from an old German church near here, and the man explained in detail how they make this real candle every year. It's a work in progress, but let me show you a little bit of what we've done. Hey, come here. Dale loves Christmas, and most of these he's collected himself. Some things we've collected together. Let me show you more. These are my favorites. They're old things from our childhood. I mean, some we've had since birth. I even have a reindeer that I made in kindergarten. So that's my first Christmas. It wasn't even one yet. And then Dale's first Christmas, he was what? 6 months old? He was a big baby. And the one with my name on it, my cousin made it for me. Probably for my first Christmas. And this is how Dale decorates by himself. He follows pictures that he's taken. Okay, what are you doing now, Dale? It's time for my own. It's for potassium. Right? Does it have sugar in it? No. 32 grams of protein, plant protein, but no sugar. Look, right there. There's kale, asked Judith, spinach, and broccoli. That's what the potassium comes from. Yep, all in there. Thank you. We finished decorating for today, and there's still more to do later. We've been resting and watching Christmas shows. We've already watched Charlie Brown, and now we're watching Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We paused it so I can come bring Dale his lunch. First, I'm going to show you and explain each net carb count. Altogether, lunch is 16.6 grams of net carbs. Because Dale doesn't eat keto like me, he eats low carb, and it's based on testing his blood sugar and then how many carbs can he eat to maintain a normal blood sugar. So 16.6 grams is lunch. He's having ham and cheese crackers. And these are some new crackers that I found. These just happen to be some of the broken ones. They're called real fat crackers. This is the sea salt variety, and for 6 crackers, it's 0.6 grams of net carbs. They're made with almond flour. You can buy them on Amazon. Check this video's description for a link. We really like these. 1 ounce of ham with no carbs in it. This is no sugar, uncured, slow-cooked Applegate ham. 1 ounce of Havarti cheese, 0.2 grams of net carbs. Homemade chips. 16 chips made from 2 keto tortillas. Maria and Ricardo's almond flour tortillas. 4 grams of net carbs in each tortilla, so that means there's 8 net carbs for 16 chips. For the chips, 1 mini holy guacamole, 2 grams of net carbs, 2 tablespoons of salsa that doesn't contain sugar, 1.4 grams of net carbs, that's also for the chips, 50 grams of broccoli, served with 1 tablespoon of Primal Kitchen's Green Goddess dressing. And for dessert, remember this morning we put the whipped cream on the gelatin? So this is gelatine. 0.4 grams of net carbs, and the whipped cream, 0.9 grams of net carbs. And to drink, he's going to have a grape Zevia. It's clear soda, and it's sugar-free. There's no carbs in it. Okay, let's bring this to Dale and continue watching Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Time to eat. I'm excited. Okay, what do we have? Let's see. We have, wait, what is it? Oh, ham and cheese and crackers. Vegetable, really important for potassium, right? Yep. Avocado for potassium too. Tortilla chips, delicious. Use those to dip. And my favorite, gelatine, right? With homemade whipped cream. And this is for protein to make me strong. Now this week, normally on Tuesdays we have ham and cheese crackers and Fridays we have PBJ. And this week we flip-flop that. Why? Okay, I remember now. Why do we flip-flop them? Because on Tuesday I went to Johns Hopkins for my every 3-month cancer screening and regular blood work. So it was easier to have PBJ on the way home while I was driving. So today we're having the ham and cheese. After lunch, Dale went up to work and I went in the basement to edit videos. Now, before I start cooking dinner, I need to prepare this week's yogurt. Now, you know I make my own coconut milk yogurt. But Dale's not permitted to eat home fermented foods because his liver transplant medications make him high risk for infection. And I have been buying ratio protein yogurt, which for 5.3 ounces is 6 grams of net carbs. But I've been looking for something more organic, something without sugar. And finally, here's what I found. I didn't realize this company made yogurt, this farm. We love their heavy cream. It's a small, local Pennsylvania farm, not far from us here in Maryland. It's absolutely delicious, and it doesn't have all those extra added ingredients. Half a cup is going to have 5.5 grams of net carbs, but I need to add sweetener, and I'm going to use liquid stevia. So half a teaspoon per half a cup of yogurt. So for a whole quart, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of liquid stevia. There's no carbs in that. And I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which will add 0.5 grams of net carbs. And that's going to make the yogurt 6 grams of net carbs for half a cup. And every day I add in 1 ounce of blackberries from the freezer. Normally I add those in the morning. That's 1.2 grams of net carbs. So that is going to make, Dale's going to eat this before bed for his nighttime snack. So that's going to make his snack 7.2 grams of net carbs. Now let's get it all stirred up. Before we start cooking dinner, let's discuss how many carbs Dale's going to have for the whole day, because I tend to forget. Breakfast was 6.3 grams of net carbs, lunch 16.6 grams of net carbs, and dinner will be 24 grams of net carbs. That's higher than the other ones during the day, but that's how Dale tends to do best. Breakfast needs to be really low on a keto level. Lunch, he can have more carbs, and dinner, that he can have the most. Then snack tonight, 7.2 grams, making the full day 53.1 grams of net carbs. Still much less than a normal traditional diet, right? It's based on his blood sugar levels. After his surgery, sorry, the alarm cut off the camera. After his surgery, he hasn't been able to take his diabetes medicine. And he's been taking prednisone. He started with a really high dose, and his sugar just kept going up and up and up. So we had to tweak his diet. Now, over time, the prednisone has come down, and we've been able to add back more net carbs. I think probably the last 2 months, it's been kind of stable. And after 1 year, hopefully we can totally eliminate the prednisone. Right now, he takes 5 milligrams a day, plus a lot more medications. Now let's cook dinner. Let me show you the ingredients. Remember Thanksgiving morning on Thursday, how we took those foods out of the freezer and made those boxes? Well, now it's thawed and we're going to cook it. He always has salad for dinner. He makes them himself. Typically every Wednesday, he makes a week's worth of salads. It's mixed greens, red cabbage, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, and beets. I'm not sure. I don't think I see the beets. I can add some in. 2.9 grams of net carbs. That's his main vegetable. He doesn't like cooked vegetables, but he'll eat a raw salad every day. He's having that with 1 tablespoon of Green Goddess salad dressing, Primal Kitchen brand. There's no sugar and no soy oil in this. 1 gram of net carbs. Be careful, not all of their products are sugar-free, so you need to read the labels. Shrimp tacos. So 4 ounces of shrimp, 0.2 grams of net carbs. We'll cook that in 1 tablespoon of butter. No carbs in the butter. Hang on. The cheese, there's 3 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese. Altogether 3 ounces, which is 0.6 grams of net carbs. About 1 ounce I'll put on the salad. And 2 ounces for the tacos. And the salad is going to have 1 tablespoon of roasted pumpkin seeds. Dale can't have raw seeds or raw nuts. That's 0.6 grams of net carbs. This is to add in more protein. More potassium. I found different ways to increase his potassium. Plus, these are delicious. So that's the salad. 3 tortillas. Dale's favorite. They're keto almond flour tortillas. They're like a corn tortilla. The brand is Maria and Ricardo's. It must say almond flour, and it's going to say 4 net carbs on the front of the packaging, because this brand makes a variety of traditional high-carb tortillas, so you have to be careful. I'm going to fry those in coconut oil. I'll reheat this in the microwave. I'm going to serve the tacos with 2 tablespoons of salsa that doesn't have any sugar in it. Let's back up. All together, the tortillas have 12 grams of net carbs, the salsa 1.4 grams of net carbs. Again, it's for added potassium. He won't eat raw tomatoes, but he will eat salsa. 1 mini guacamole. 2 grams of net carbs, again for more potassium, plus he really enjoys guacamole. His favorite cuisine is Tex-Mex. And dessert? Keto chocolate avocado pudding. 3.3 grams of net carbs. And yes, it can be expensive. He has one every day for dessert with dinner, but again, it's a way for me to increase his potassium. He struggles with it because of all the medications that he takes. The doctor kept suggesting to eat more bananas, but he can't have bananas because that just sends his blood sugar through the roof. And I don't want him to have to start taking insulin. Okay. Sorry, I'm really tired. Let's warm up the oil. Then cook the shrimp and fry the tortillas. But first, let's fix the salad. dinner time. My favorite shrimp tacos and salad and pudding and my drink. Thank you. Thank you for visiting Keto Living with Dale and Judith. See you later. Bye-bye.